wake up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I figured.
I don't sacrifice my morning cup of coffee
I
for
figured.
coffee meetings.
I figured.
When you know you make it better than some of the shops you go to, why
Yes.
would you
Yeah.
compromise on quality?
I just can't do tea. Like, I've tried to get into tea. When I'm sick, I'll do tea.
Oh, make no mistake. I just like slowly sip on it and think, oh my gosh,
It's
I hate
not
this.
coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
fair.
I mowed my lawn and just took a scoop out.
So I did have, there's one tea, when I was in Brazil,
Yeah.
like lemongrass just grows
Mm-hmm.
like naturally. It's just a weed.
Yeah.
And so one of the guys cut some out of the field and made tea with that.
Lemongrass is delicious.
So good.
Just got it out of the field.
Yeah, just cut it out of the field, like took it and then broke it up, threw it in a pot of boiling water, let it steep,
Yep.
and then poured it in a cup.
Yeah.
So
Oh, Isabelle's done that before for us.
amazing.
I forgot about that
So
when some of the
good,
ladies
yeah.
went over there.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Elder's
good.
wives. Yeah.
Like there's something like I could do that. Now I could drink that tea all day. It's good, but
Nah, I'm still gonna make coffee.
yeah, fair.
Well, I feel like we've already started our lunch break.
We have.
But
Have
there
we?
you go. I'll
Yeah.
still do the introduction.
Maybe we should call it coffee break instead of lunch break.
Yeah.
We could do, coffee break.
I still have a bone to pick with you that your stuff isn't set up.
It's not that. Look, I haven't had no time of any kind.
It's been Christmas.
It's been crazy.
Okay.
It's been crazy. I've been.
Sounds like Colt wants to help you come in here and get everything
Oh
done.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. No one would want that to be done 3 times.
All right, let me get it started. Hi everybody, welcome to lunch break today, coffee break, whatever.
10 minutes
we're
after we
calling
started
it.
going. Yeah, that's lunch break.
Fine,
Lunch break. We're lunch
it's
break.
fine.
Keep
I'm
it real.
Meredith. I'm here with Colt and Jay, and yeah, we're glad you joined us today. This past week was fantastic.
Sunday was good.
That was a really fun Sunday.
It
It
was
was
really
good.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell what I liked better. The chairs being set the way they were set, or the communion at the stations, or just how the serve. Like, I don't know. It was just good.
It was.
Like, it was good. What did you think about the chairs? What did you think? Come on.
I don't know. It was cool. It was weird. It was fun. Just with all the social sciences that I studied in college, watch people implode mentally.
Because they're looking at people
Yeah,
across.
but
the
it also
field.
made my neck hurt as well, watching people crane their neck to see the screen too.
Fair.
So I felt bad as well. But that's the people pleaser in me. It was a cool Sunday overall, and it was really fun to lead the room too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it was great. I'm trying to think what my favorite part was. I don't know. It was just all good. It was just all good. I think, just hearing God's word spoken there.
Just like that was it.
And
like,
that was that. As much as we love hearing your sermons, for a change, that was.
It was cool.
It was great.
Really cool.
It was cool. So the only drawback to Sunday is, we had all the microphone problems, right?
Yep.
Which was just stuff. Some of that stuff was just out of our control. It's just this weird, squirrely when you use wireless, whatever.
It's the gremlins.
Yeah, totally. But because Douglas didn't have a microphone,
Man, oh man.
you can't go back and watch it.
Or you can watch it.
Well, yes, you can watch it, but then it's just
You
Douglas
can't
going.
hear it. You can't go back and listen.
Like, you can't listen to it. You can, you could do your own voiceover. My kids would do that. They would voice over Mr. Maybe
Bad
that's what I'll
lip reading.
do.
Do some bad lip reading.
Yes!
Please.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
With
My
the
kids-
accent.
My kids love that. They do that so they do that in commercials because they've never grown up in a world where you have to sit through commercials, right? And so because we stream everything,
Yep.
right? And so whenever we watch something that has to have commercials, like on Hulu or Amazon's doing it now, where they put in commercial, they mute the TV and they voice over the commercials.
Nice.
It's hysterical. I'm gonna have them do that with Douglas.
Bad lip reading.
Yes, and I may record it too.
Please do. We'll get it out there somehow. We'll
That
get
would
it
be
out
so
there
good.
somehow.
Oh.
Please let Sophia and Samuel be a part of it as well.
That's what we should do.
Especially Samuel.
We should have Samuel voice over his dad.
I like it. Oh.
And the phone just fell away. I'm
Yeah.
not quite sure what happened there. Like it's now it's looking. We were talking about Samuel.
We were talking about having tech issues, and then we have tech issues.
Yes, and then we have tech issues on lunch break because
Yeah.
that's
Do you?
so interesting.
Yeah.
Like
But-
I think we should cut that part in. Like we're talking about it in the blue,
Oh, yeah.
and now we're back.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see what you do with it.
I know, me too. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So and now we're back.
Yes. So now we're going to be focusing on the Sermon of the Mount for quite a while.
31 more weeks.
There you go.
I love
So what are the next few weeks going to be about?
So Sunday is like
You have to do it from memory. Can't look at your board.
okay, so but it's set up
I know
part
it
2.
is.
It's set up part 2.
He's got
So
a cheat sheet over
yeah,
there.
it's like but it's like set up part 2. So like this week was just kind of the launch. This Sunday was the launch for it of like, hey, here's the text. Here's what we're walking through. There's like this beautiful, amazing, incredible like series of statements from Jesus, just so powerful. And now we're going to break it down, and we're going to start with the first 12 verses, or the Beatitudes, as we call them. And so I'm going to explain like some of the context of how Jesus would have shared this. There's like it starts out, and then he sat down and began to speak. We're going to talk about why did he sit down, and what does that mean, and so we're going to talk about some of that stuff. But then we're also going to talk about that word blessed.
Yeah.
It's a specific Greek word. It's the word makarios, and it's different than we think of blessing. So like normally, we think of, oh, I've been blessed because I got this parking space, or I was blessed by, this free dinner for 2 at whatever. Like, it's usually it's monetary or it's physical or a tangible, it's this weird one-time thing that's just like a gift to us. That's not what makarios means. And so that's some of the challenge we talk about, blessed are the poor in spirit. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So that's the first one. Well, if you have this idea like we do of blessing of okay, I get stuff if I'm poor in spirit. You lose what Jesus is trying to say. The Greek word makarios, the way Jesus used the word blessing, is about fullness of life. It's how do you flourish as a person? That's what makarios really means. Is the person who flourishes is poor in spirit, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
The person who flourishes is meek, because it just kind of goes on and on and on. And so we're going to talk about that more in detail, more specifically, because once we can kind of get that in our brain of what Jesus means by blessed are the peacemaker, it's all about the pattern of life and the way we live our life and the goodness that flows, because that's really what we want, right? We want to flourish. I don't know anybody who wakes up and goes, man, I hope my life is really nasty today. I want it to all fall apart. That'd be awesome. Nobody does that, right? I want the best for my kids, and I want them to be better than me, all this stuff. And so Jesus says, this is how you get it. It's to live this way. And so that's just kind of the setup for it all. And so it's going to be, I'm super pumped. I've been waiting months and months and months since the summer of last year, which I can say now, summer of 2023.
Right.
So,
Last year.
so I'm excited.
Well, that's even kind of what our Christmas series was about. Was like yes, it's this, but it's like there's
so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus brings fullness.
Yes, and that's really
Yeah.
And so that's really what makarios. It really means fullness.
Yes.
And it goes in and you look at the way the Sermon on the Mount is broken. There's kind of like 4 pieces. That's why we had 4 readers on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's because there's 4 pieces, and those 4 readers, they read a different piece.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool. So there's the second section, which is basically you've heard it said, but I tell you parts.
Yeah.
That's goes in even deeper on, okay, so you want fullness, okay, but now this is how you get wholeness too. So it's not just a full life, it's a complete life, it's a whole life.
Yeah.
And you've always been taught, eye for an eye, tooth for the tooth. Man, you want to have a complete life? Do it this way. And so that's really what the whole Sermon on the Mount is. It's radically different than we normally think of it.
Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah.
I'm super pumped.
Absolutely. Well, Colt, how are you going to help us worship before Jay brings the message on Sunday?
So I'm going to sit down with a guitar
You
and
are?
a microphone,
Excellent.
And then I
That'll
will-
be so different
Yeah.
than anything we've ever done before.
Right.
I love it.
Yes.
Could I ask for a few more specifics, please, of what we are going to sing?
Oh, right.
Yes, yes.
You can ask, but the answer is no.
That's for me to know.
Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching Lunch
Coffee break.
Perfect.
All right, anyway.
Done. No, we'll open with Jehovah, plead the blood, all hail King Jesus, and then there's a king.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, yep, yep.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
And
good.
then, can y'all talk about communion a little bit? How we're gonna
Yeah.
continue with the different way of doing communion? Just kind of let people know what to expect on Sunday.
How did you like it this week?
I loved it.
You like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it was
loved
super
it.
cool.
Like
My
the
family loved
dip-
it.
Yeah, my
Mhm.
kids liked it too. Although poor Abigail missed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dad forgot to go pick her up.
I was wondering where they were.
So to be fair, we talked Saturday night. Carrie's like, "Hey, I've got to do coffee, so you need to leave before church starts. Run home real quick, pick up Abigail and Elizabeth, and bring them to church." It's like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like in bed. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever you say, babe." Because I got to
Yeah.
preach in the
Yeah.
morning. And so then I woke up and we, ran through everything. We had technical glitches
Yeah.
and we're praying in the prayer, all sort of stuff. I finish, we get through all the music and I kind of did my little intro and Stacy's reading. And I walked to the back and because Carrie's standing back there because it was so full she couldn't find a seat. So I walked to the back and Carrie looks over and she's like, "Did you get Abigail?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You didn't go get Abigail, did you?" I have no idea what you're talking about right now. And then it was like, oh, but now I do. Oops.
Yeah.
She was so mad. Abigail was so mad.
I was say she who, Carrie or Abigail?
Yes.
Well, Abigail's both, but Abigail more than
I bet
Carrie.
she
So
was.
yeah, she was mad. So
I bet she was. How much longer till she can drive, Jay?
June.
Okay.
June 2nd.
Okay.
June 2nd, she turns 16, and she will be in that office to get that driver's license because I need a third driver.
I know. Listen, it's wonderful.
Yes.
It's scary, but it's wonderful.
She knows. I've been telling her since she was 12, you will be driving at 16.
Yeah.
That's just is.
Yeah.
So.
Last year I felt like I spent all my time in the car, especially during basketball season. But this year, it's glorious.
It's the promised land, isn't it?
It's glorious. Until they get a speeding ticket and a fender bender and some of the things. Not that I'm throwing anybody under the bus right now,
No.
but till
Just
Liz.
you're picking stuff randomly,
I mean,
out of
that's what would
generalities.
happen.
Maybe, I don't know.
Possibly. Speeding ticket and
Maybe,
who
yeah.
knows? But
Maybe a big
Jackson, I
one,
love you,
too.
Jackson. Anyway,
He did awesome, though, by the way. I just have to
He did.
shout
Yes,
out
he
to
did.
Jackson Pitts.
He did.
Like a pro.
He did.
Just like a
Proud of
total
him.
pro. We were talking about it afterwards about how his microphone kind of pooped out, and Colt brings him a mic, and he's just as he's reading, he just whoa, boom, and that was it.
I legitimately did not realize that he knew I was there until he.
Smooth.
Yeah.
That's what I told somebody else. It's he wasn't just smooth; he was smooth. It was
With a
so
V.
yes, it was so good. He was
Smooth with a
smooth,
V.
smooth. It was so it was
Good.
killer.
Yeah, he did great.
He did. He
I
was
was proud
awesome.
of him. Proud of
So.
him. So.
Anyway, back to communion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still haven't talked
We
about
haven't
it.
talked
yeah.
about that. You want to tell them? What do you
Yeah,
want to
so we'll have the station set up like we did last week. You will come up and there will be 2 different sets of communion on one table. So you'll just take your bread, intinct it.
Intinct it. It's called
Intinct it.
intinction
You're
communion.
gonna dip it.
You dip it. Yeah, that's what it
You
means.
do the dippity dip.
Yeah.
And then you take it, and that's communion this week. It's gonna
But
be,
you'll be able to. We'll have 2 stations, so
Yeah.
you can kind of spread out. So it'll
Bottleneck.
just be like one
Yeah.
line, and so hopefully it'll move a little
Yeah.
smoother.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I like doing the dip thing. I think it's cool.
With the gluten free. Sorry.
Yes.
Not
Gluten and
free.
fleas.
Not gluten and fleas.
Gluten free.
Gluten free.
Gluten free. Hey, we're all.
Make sure everybody can.
Everybody knows it's
can
gluten
take.
free.
Make sure everybody can.
Do you think Jesus said, "Hey
part.
guys, bread's gluten free. We're good"? You think Jesus had to say
So
that?
this is my body. My body. It's gluten free and vegan. This is my blood. It's pasteurized.
For you.
Okay.
I
know where to go
don't.
from
I would
there.
say I don't even know where to go from
I'm
that.
not sure.
I'm
how to
sure we'll get all
recover.
kinds of negative
from
gluten
that.
comments.
No.
in
But
the
we want to make
comments.
sure everybody can take part in communion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
So-
Mhm.
Totally.
And I know also, Jay, you and I talked about one of the things that you're going to bring up at the beginning of your sermon is our Serve 2024
Yes.
Promotion and push. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so that's like all churches, we run on volunteers. Most of everything that gets done around here is people who say, hey, I'm going to use my gifts and talents to advance the kingdom at Northwest. And so, people who serve in that way as volunteers. And we're kind of on that, like, hey, it's time to branch out. Hey, we need more volunteers. We always need volunteers. But it's like, hey, who isn't serving yet that maybe is feeling called to serve? We want to give them those opportunities. And say, hey, we're going to make this easy. You text...
Serve 2024.
Serve the word Serve 2024 2024 to 94000, our number. There's a brief form, and then we'll connect you with the people, the leaders, whatever area you want to serve. We have some areas that are higher need, like worship team, tech team,
kids ministry.
Kids ministry is probably our biggest area. Like, the way we try to run the ministry, the safety that we want for our kids and our students, the quality level. It takes more volunteers, honestly, than we probably have right now, and we always want more. And so that's probably our biggest area of need, is trying to push in that, because I know that we got more kids, we got more needs, we got new things we want to do and try. We can't do without the person, without the people, right? Because we couldn't do them in a safe manner, and so we can't do it. And so, so that if we could solve some of those, that'd be awesome. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to talk about the Serve 2024 to 94000.
There'll be a QR code people can scan and stuff up on the screen when you talk about it too.
And so make it super easy. And it maybe even, hey, you want to read scripture? You text to Serve 2024, or hey, I want to be one of those people holding the communion cup. If we could build out a team, we could do that every week. Like, hey, maybe I could stand at the door and be a greeter or coffee team.
I love coffee. I can make coffee.
Yes, we do need more on the coffee team. My wife would love for me to plug that. I mean, just like so many things. Like it's, and when you serve, like, that's the coolest part, is when you use those gifts and talents, and when you serve in the way God has created you, it's a game changer. It really is. Like, you feel, I don't know if you ever saw the old movie Chariots of Fire. Did you ever see that old movie, Chariots of Fire?
I've heard of it.
You've heard that, you've probably heard the music. It's an old movie, but it was based on this guy's life. Eric Liddell, I think, is his name. But anyway, he talked about that. It's like, when I run, I feel God's pleasure. Like it was, like the wind beneath his wings. Who ever sings that? Was that Bette Midler?
That was Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, yeah. But anyway, that, I know, it's super lame. But that's the truth. Is like, when you're doing what God created you to do, you feel His pleasure in a way you don't in any other way.
Right.
Like, if people talk, I want to grow in my faith in 2024. Okay, find that place to serve. That's huge.
Right.
It's not because Jay needs it or Colt needs it or Bonnie needs people. You're not serving me. You're serving the Lord, and you're feeling God's pleasure, not my pleasure or anybody else's. Like, it's super cool.
Right.
I think people miss that sometimes.
Right, and the joy that can come from it.
Totally.
So, speaking of joy, one of the most joyful people that I know is Bonnie Pruitt. She's got so much joy. She loves serving kids, and she just did an unboxing video of the new VBS curriculum. I know it's just January, but we are already looking forward to VBS.
Nice.
So when you get done watching this video, if you go to our YouTube channel, her unboxing video is there. Because that's the thing, right? I know my kids have watched on YouTube people unboxing like things from Amazon, or unboxing whatever and taking it out and showing it off. And have y'all ever seen those? No? Okay,
No.
yeah.
I
Okay,
have no frame of
what I'm talking
reference.
about, right?
I have no frame of reference for anything you're saying right now.
Yeah, Legos, or I don't know, any kind of toys.
Beanie Babies.
Okay, there you go. There you go. But they're popular on YouTube. People unboxing.
People watch that?
New toys.
yes.
What?
Yes.
It's a good thing, man.
Why?
Ask your kids. I guarantee they've seen some.
I don't understand that, though. Why would you watch somebody do that?
Watch Bonnie and you'll see, because she's real fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to watch her.
Right. I mean, I'll
He's super excited about VBS.
If it's something you like, though,
right.
No, but see, I would just go buy it and unbox it myself. I don't want to watch somebody else unbox it.
Okay, but like if you're on the fence about like you just got a new computer, like do I get the 15-inch or the 13-inch? And you watch someone unbox both, and they're like, oh, this is
no. I don't do that. I go to Costco and stand there and go, yeah, I can. That's the one I want.
Listen,
you and Costco.
Dude, don't make fun of Costco.
Listen, he's gonna be 50 this year. We'll just let it go for now. It's
50?
fine. He's gonna be 50.
So look, now maybe if it was unboxing books or something,
I'm sure you can find that.
Why wouldn't you just order a book?
Right? See?
Okay. Anyway, go to our YouTube channel. Watch Bonnie unbox the new curriculum for VBS.
You're probably right. That will be the most popular video on our entire YouTube page. Will be her unboxing that book, and I will not understand.
Share
it
it with your friends on social media.
I won't understand.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's the scuba, VBS, and all the creatures, the underwater. It's gonna be fun. So
you just totally ruined it. Like you totally. That was a total spoiler.
It says it on the video, Scuba VBS. She titled it.
So it's not even a spoiler. Like I see now. I really don't understand the unboxing.
Just stop it. Just go. Listen, people know when they watch the unboxing videos what is going to be taken out of the box. It's
see that even makes less sense to me. Like
oh my gosh.
So it's not a surprise.
If you have any links that you want to send to Jay of people unboxing fun things, go ahead and do it. J.rice@nwzc.net.
I'm in. Like, because I really like legit I don't understand anything you're talking about.
What have you watched to be unboxed before that you enjoyed?
Tech videos.
Okay.
Coffee stuff. And
there you go. Okay.
And you know what they're unboxing.
Guitars.
And you know what it is. Like, so it's not like a surprise. Like they're opening a present. Like you know they're unboxing this. Like,
yeah.
And then, like in mine, like they talk about it and like all the stuff. It's.
I know. Yeah. I have no frame of reference.
Some of it's stuff I'll never buy, so I like to live vicariously through someone who did, and they wrote it off as a business expense.
Wow.
Listen, don't knock it till you try it.
Okay.
Until you watch.
I'm just saying I don't understand.
Okay. Well.
Like I just don't get it. I'm just old, I guess. I don't know.
I'm telling you, 50. Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway. It's fun. It's fun to watch Bonnie. I've watched it multiple times because it's fun to watch her. She just gets so excited about it, and I love it.
That's cool.
So if you want to share in the joy that Bonnie has, you can watch the video and you can volunteer for Kids Ministry and VBS. So there we go.
Cool.
All right.
I'm still perplexed.
Fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. We'll work on this. We'll work on it before next week, and we'll talk about it. We're going to see if we can find one that you enjoy before next week.
We'll
see how it goes.
Okay.
We'll research it.
Yeah. Yep. You'll watch unboxing. I'll be walking. Hey, what are you doing in your office over there? Oh, watching YouTube videos. Like, see, now I'm like,
it's research. It's for work. So thanks for having my back on this cold.
How many times have you figured out how to fix something by looking it up on YouTube?
Oh, like every day.
And that's.
But that's practical. Like it's like, okay, this is broken. How do I fix it? Now I know how to fix it.
So if for my job to support my direct report, I'm researching. I'm like a research assistant.
There you go. I like it.
It's academic.
It's okay. It's okay that he doesn't understand.
I don't have anything. I got nothing.
Fine. Check back in next week as we continue to talk about the pros and cons of watching unboxing videos. Where did we get to this today? Okay,
like I'm really like flummoxed that people watch these.
Yep. We'll work on it for
and they're
next
that
week.
popular.
I'm flummoxed at your confusion about it.
I mean, I get the concept. But I don't understand why you would sit and watch somebody else do that.
Close to the microphone. Send videos to j.rice@nwzc.net to see. All right. Well,
I just go out and buy. I am really confused right now. Like, my brain is churning.
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
It's spinning over this conundrum that is.
I'm trying to figure out how long to let him go before I cut him off and say we're done for today.
Everybody else has stopped watching anyway.
I think so.
Like, it's just been too long.
Thanks for joining us. We're looking forward to Sunday, and we'll see you next week.